was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth, approaching manhood.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Into the air right away is Allen. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morris. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got a man. That's Trent Sherfield. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense on balance.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
No touchdown.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
73.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. In motion left is Davis. as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Cannot get away, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That throw wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 4. They run it again with Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Allen taking it himself. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center. The guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Down at the 25.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Has it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Up the middle, Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's second and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. In motion left is Davis. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. Back to throw now in his own end zone. This short throw caught by Goddard. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it second down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
on the handoff. This is Swift. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Swift. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Swift. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Swift again. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. In motion left is Davis. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected. But this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
In motion left is Davis. side complete. That's Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 48 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's Hurts to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as the tackle made down at the 33. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Hurts looking to change the play. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Eagles, on the final play of the third quarter, have taken the lead. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Throwing now is Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Second down and a yard. Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Allen now on first down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick-6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
13 yards. That's good.
In motion left is Davis. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. The coverage by Nakobe Dean.
Allen. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now first and goal.
13 yards on the play. Complete to Gabriel Davis.
To throw is Allen. Toward the pylon, caught.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Throwing, Allen, Cook, will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Here's Allen. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. The Bills say they have it, and they do. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Here's 1st and 10. Sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Now Allen. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight.
Allen. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Allen. That's taken in by Knox. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. With the